Cruz, Amazon.com. Up next, the deep state's day of reckoning is upon us. Breaking news tonight. We now know that John Brennan, the CIA director at the time, briefed Obama that Clinton was trying to tie Trump to Russia, all in an effort to distract you, the American people, from her email server scandal. And breaking news, you won't believe what President Trump is declassifying. This is huge breaking news. We'll tell you next. And by the way, later, the Mark McCloskey and his wife were indicted today for protecting their home from protesters this summer with legal weapons on their property. Straight ahead. Big breaking news and developments tonight in the biggest abuse of power corruption scandal in American history. Now the Director of National Intelligence, John Ratcliffe, today declassified handwritten notes from former CIA Director John Brennan, taken after he briefed then-President Barack Obama in July of 2016 about Hillary Clinton's alleged plan to drum up the entire Trump-Russia hoax. And according to the notes, Brennan briefed Obama on allegations that Hillary, well, she was trying to tie Donald Trump to the collusion hoax. Why? To distract we, the American people, from her illicit private email server scandal. And we got some other big news late last night. Paul Sperry tweeting, when all these documents are finally declassified and all the redactions removed from the reports, which the president is now promising to do, the nation will see that the FBI and the CIA not only knew the Russia collusion allegations against Donald Trump were a political dirty trick, but that they were all in on it. And President Trump responded to Paul Sperry's tweet with a, I have fully authorized the total declassification of any and all documents pertaining to the single greatest political crime in American history, that is the Russia hoax. Likewise, the Hillary Clinton email scandal, no redactions. And of course, this now all begs the question, what did Biden know? When did he know it? What did Barack know? And when did he know it? Here with reaction, the co-authors of Trump, America First, Dave Bossie, Corey Lewandowski, as well as Fox News legal analyst Greg Jarrett. So now we have full confirmation. Greg, this is the story you had 2 #1 bestsellers on, that in fact Hillary concocted the whole thing for the purpose of distracting from the deleted emails and the bleach bit and the hammers and the classified information on the server that never should have been there.
Well, I knew she invented it all because I said so in Chapter 2 of my book, Clinton Collusion. And now we know that Hillary Clinton not only invented the Russia hoax, she financed the Russia hoax, she disseminated the Russia hoax, and Barack Obama knew it. He sat on the information, he covered it up to protect Clinton and destroy Donald Trump. He sat there silently as our government was thrown into turmoil for the last 4 years over what he knew, based on the intelligence presented to him by John Brennan, was phony information conjured up by Hillary Clinton to distract from her own emails. But it demonstrates just how immoral, unscrupulous, devious, and corrupt Hillary Clinton was. And for those like John Brennan, who's now gone on the air and said, well, she didn't do anything wrong, she didn't do anything illegal, he doesn't know. He's not a lawyer. I would argue she has committed crimes depending upon how she disseminated the information. It's a crime, a felony.
Didn't he disseminate that
false
information?
Information to a law enforcement.
Didn't he give it to Harry Reid?
He did, and so he would be culpable.
And didn't he leak it to David? Who leaked it to Cornyn Isikoff, the conspiracy theorist? Because part of the dossier was leaked there.
Well,
so we know. Go ahead.
Well, it depends on how it was leaked and to whom, and I hope that the president's declassification and removal of the redactions sheds light on that, because this does appear to be a criminal conspiracy.
All right, Corey, Dave Bossie, let me ask you both. Corey, you can answer first. How does this impact the election, and why are we only finding out 28 days before the next election, considering this is such a bombshell, and how do you see this shaping up? Because for the life of me, I can't tell anybody with any amount of certainty who's going to win in 28 days. Corey.
Sean, when does Comey and Clapper and Brennan, the guys who perpetuated the greatest crime in American history, get held accountable? When do they go to jail? When do they get walked out in handcuffs, Sean? Because there's been two tiers of justice in this country. One if you're a Donald Trump supporter and you get the book thrown at you, and one if you're a Hillary Clinton supporter and you get away with it. We've seen this time and time again, and we asked Donald Trump. Dave and I sat in the Oval Office and asked Donald Trump if Barack Obama knew about this insurance plan, and in 2018 he said Barack Obama did know. We know Joe Biden knew about it. He was briefed on it. We know Brennan knew about it. Clapper, Comey, none of them have been held account for what has transpired, which is the greatest hoax in American political history. They tried to take out a duly elected president, Sean, and no one, not one person has been put in jail for this yet.
All right, Dave Bossie, how do you assess this race 28 days out?
Well, President Trump's going to win, but and we are going to be able to talk about this because we've all been waiting for John Durham. We've been waiting for this investigation to become public, and we're not getting anything. And now we're learning. We're learning just today. Thank God John Ratcliffe has done this. But look, July 26th, Hillary Clinton approves this devious plan, this illegal plan. On the 28th, they have this briefing in the Oval Office, and on the 31st of July, Crossfire Hurricane begins. I mean, this. You don't need to be Columbo to figure this one out. What are we doing? To Corey's point, why is no one being held to account? Why is no one going to jail? Why has nobody been indicted? This is a criminal conspiracy beyond all others. It's the greatest crime in American history. The Obama-Biden administration is the most corrupt in history. And what did Joe Biden know, and when did he know it? We know he was in the Oval Office for the January 5th, 2017 meeting where he recommended Mike Flynn get hit with the Logan Act. So we know he's in on this. So he needs to be asked, and we need to demand the answers. Did he know about this criminal conspiracy?
The fact that we now know this, the fact that they knew that Christopher Steele's subsource in January of 2017 was a known Russian operative for 10 years, they still continue to use it as the bulk of information for the FISA applications. Every one of these guys should be put in jail. And by the way, God forbid if Biden ever won, this thing all goes away. It'll all be covered up, only to be brought back and more abuse of power down the road. Unbelievable.
And Sean, if I could, Greg is exactly right. For Barack Obama and Joe Biden for the last 4 years to allow Donald Trump to be attacked and maligned and attempted to be destroyed when they know the facts, it is outrageous what they did to America.
Unbelievable. All right. Congrats, Corey and Dave, on the new book, Amazon.com.